In December of 2023, a YouTuber named Big Banks visited an abandoned hideout where a heinous crime took place in 2006. The place is located in the woods near Lugard, South Carolina, where a 36-year-old man named Vincent Filia was living as a fugitive after being accused of abusing his stepdaughter. In September of that same year, he spotted 14-year-old Elizabeth Schoaf getting off her school bus and decided to abduct her. Posing as a police officer, Filia falsely arrested Elizabeth on a marijuana charge and led her to his hidden bunker in the woods, where he chained her up for 10 days and abused her in ways that can only be described as a living nightmare. But despite the situation, Elizabeth stayed calm and devised a plan. She pretended to be in love with Filia, slowly gaining his trust until he began unchaining her and even letting her use his phone. Until one night, while he slept, she sent a text to her mother saying she was being held in a hole across Charm Hill, that there was a bomb, and to call the police immediately. Authorities later revealed that Filia had planned to lure officers into the bunker and set off explosives. But thanks to Elizabeth's quick thinking, his plan never came to pass, and within minutes, the area was surrounded by helicopters and police, forcing Filia to surrender, after which Elizabeth returned home safely, while Filia spent the rest of his life in prison until his death in 2021. As Big Banks entered the property, he came across some disturbing items that were possibly linked to the time of that incident. Take a look.
I think this was the little girl's backpack that was left here. What a sad sight to see, knowing that happened.
Inside, he came across items like a little girl's backpack that lay on the kitchen floor, though it's unclear if it belonged to Elizabeth or was left behind later. Moving through the house, he found a DVD of the horror movie The Strangers, a Halloween decoration, a homemade shank, a broken baseball bat, and even a ripstick. Considering the history of the place, these discoveries take on a much darker meaning. Some items may have been left by squatters, but others could have once belonged to the victim herself. The home now stands empty, but its past leaves behind an unsettling reminder of the horrors that unfolded there. This video comes from Alex, who is a YouTube vlogger from Russia, in which, together with a few friends, he set out to explore an abandoned hotel. The building itself was in terrible condition, crumbling in many places, though the basement areas still seemed relatively intact. Once they made their way downstairs, the group began to hear footsteps echoing through the halls, which were sounds that clearly didn't belong to them.
Что за шутки?
Ребята, это шаги сейчас.
Прям в ту сторону шаги.
Если кто-то шутит, то мне не смешно.
А кто шутит?
Ты,
Я
Винус.
просто не понимаю, кому...
Алло, ребят, тут кто-то есть? Народ!
Just as they were preparing to leave, they were suddenly confronted by a squatter armed with a knife, who was a man living inside the hotel and reacted aggressively to their presence.
Кто такие, опустили камеру быстро! Быстро, опустили свет, опусти, сука!
Так, стоп, мужик, ну...
Опусти свет, быстро, блядь! Кто такие,
Ну,
Мы снимаем здесь.
чё, ну, блядь?
для ютуба.
Кто такие, я тебя спрашиваю?
Ну просто, мужик, успокойся, просто снимаем.
Чё ты просто, камеру положил сюда быстро?
Все, не...
Не, да? Включи фонарь, не свети мне, понял?
А в чем проблема?
В смысле, в чем проблема? Чё сюда приперся? Вы же знаете вообще, чья это территория?
Чья?
Моя, нахуй, моя территория, встретитесь. А?
Ну, приехали, поснимали, в чем проблема?
Мы уйти можем.
Уйти вы
Без
просто
проблем.
так можете. Ща. О, сука. Чё за пукалка, блядь, а? Чё ты, бери.
Тунсу убери, нож положи свой.
Ха, сучи. Опусти камеру.
Не бери камеру.
Камеру, положи камеру. Мужик, алло, послушай, все, давай мы успокоимся. Мы сейчас просто свалим, и проблем нам никаких не нужно.
Проблемы. Сейчас у вас проблемы будут.
Какие у нас проблемы? Ну, давай, подойди, устрой проблемы мне.
Ха, сука.
Если нужно, наложим на лицо маску, все, что хочешь.
Если я слушай меня, блядь. А? Устроили тут мне, блядь. Если я увижу где-то запись, я вам, сука, Понятно, тварь?
Так, успокойся.
Поняли меня?
Успокоился, мужик.
Все, съебались отсюда, быстро забрали все, съебали, поняли? Убери руку, на...
Куда убери руку? С ножом, блядь! С ножом стоит тут!
Съебали отсюда, быстро.
Ладно, пацаны, пошли.
The group wasted no time gathering their gear and escaping. Fortunately, the cameraman had a non-lethal pistol on him. While it wouldn't have been much use against someone truly unhinged, it was enough to frighten the squatter and give them a chance to get away safely. In the end, their unsettling encounter was captured on camera, and the footage from that abandoned hotel still made its way onto the internet. This next video was sent to us on September 3rd, 2025, by a viewer who wished to remain anonymous. They were exploring the abandoned Great Western Sugar Mill in Longmont, Colorado, which was once at the heart of the town's sugar beet industry in the early 1900s, bringing jobs and growth to the area. But like many sugar producers, it shut down in 1977. And ever since, the massive structure has stood as a crumbling reminder of the past, and also as a hotspot for urban explorers. The sender described themselves as more of a casual explorer. They usually stick to places where nothing dangerous is likely to happen in terms of any legal troubles, treating it more like a hobby than a serious pursuit. But this particular trip changed their perspective, that all abandoned buildings have risks hidden in their dark and shadowy corners. At first, everything felt ordinary with the place being quiet. Just the sound of footsteps echoing across the factory floors as they filmed the old equipment, steel platforms, broken windows and other remains from the time the factory was operational. It felt just like another calm exploration, until the explorer noticed something truly unsettling. From the upper platform, a person can be seen walking down to a lower one, dressed in what looks like a strange costume. And for the uploader, who thought they were completely alone, the sight was chilling. At first glance, one would speculate that this could have been part of a video shoot. But if that were the case, there would have been other people around, or at the very least, voices of people would be carrying through the empty factory. But the fact that there was absolute silence, with just this strange entity lurking around in the explorer's sight, is highly unnerving to imagine. But the person who recorded this kept calm and captured everything in silence. And all of that makes it far more disturbing to think that this figure was alone, wandering around the factory in silence. However, this encounter was only the beginning of a series of unsettling events that day. Because it wasn't until the explorer shared the entire footage with their roommate, an even more disturbing revelation was pointed out. The following moments were filmed moments before this first encounter, when the explorer had no idea that he was being stalked. Here, seemingly the same figure can be seen in the video, staring directly at the explorer, who at the time had no idea they were being continuously stalked. Which means the figure was already aware of their presence, stalking them, before finally appearing on camera later on. Now, the inevitable questions linger about why would someone dress up and wander the ruins like this? Was it just to scare explorers, or something more sinister? Later, the uploader also mentioned finding Reddit posts from others who had reported similar sightings at the same mill a couple of months prior to this incident. Some even connected it to the local urban legend of Longmont's so-called man-bat. Legend or not, the idea of someone deliberately roaming an abandoned factory in a strange costume, watching and waiting for explorers, is unsettling in its own. And the scariest part is that you never know their true intentions until it's too late. The viewer who sent us this video wanted us to feature this clip that they captured because they wanted it to reach out to more people, some of which might know what exactly is this all about. So please use the comments section down below to share your opinion on this strange encounter. In March of 2024, a series of videos were uploaded to a YouTube channel called Into the Void by a person named Zach, who set out on what seemed like a simple urban exploration, venturing into a storm drain tunnel beneath Colorado Springs. The YouTube channel, with around 240 subscribers as of September 2025, only has these videos uploaded to it, where in the first one, Zach explains about the exploration he was about to begin, and in the second, he begins his journey from his car, crossing a river, then finally reaching the drain tunnel. Then the third one is where he finally enters the tunnel, and that's when it gets really disturbing by the end of it. At first, everything felt normal, but deep within the tunnel system near Fountain Creek, Zach heard something that completely changed the tone of his adventure.
Hello? Anyone here? This is the spot where it closes off a little bit. I'm really not looking forward to this. I don't know what that was. I need to take a breather. What the fuck? Nope. I'm dipping out. Fuck this shit. I don't know what that is. Oh fuck.
The sound resembled a scream, though not a human one. And even Zach described it as more an animal-like, similar to a mountain lion's cry, but warped with a strange, unnatural distortion. Startled by the chilling noise, Zach decided to leave the storm drain immediately. Viewers later debated what he may have heard, with some believing it was the cry of a mountain lion, while others pointed to the wet marks visible under his flashlight, marks that looked eerily like human footprints. Whether it was an animal, a person, or something else entirely, one thing is certain: Zach made the right choice by running away from the direction of the strange noise that day. In April of 2021, a disturbing video was uploaded to the channel Graham Furlong, in which Graham and a few of his friends decided to explore an abandoned school somewhere in England. At first, the footage seemed like a typical urban exploration, with a group of teenagers wandering through an old, empty building. But as they reached the top floor, the situation took a dark turn.
Going my own way for an explore. What are you doing? Oi!
What?
What are you doing?
Nothing. We thought that was you.
Mate! What did you do that for?
What?
That rock just come in there hitting me on the head.
You chat so much.
I swear down.
We didn't throw anything.
I swear down.
We didn't throw anything.
That rock,
That's a dream or something. Yeah. Oh, we were near.
that rock was hitting me on the head.
Again. No, I swear down.
Look! I told you, it nearly hit me on the head. I'm not lying.
I just want to hate Queens throw it again.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're off. Hands over.
What throwing rocks for? No, that's not police.
Okay.
That's not police. That's not police.
Oh, we go. Okay. We're coming. Okay, we're coming. We're going out now.
That's not police. That's not police. That's not police.
Out of nowhere, a rock struck Graham on the head, which he thought was thrown by one of his friends. But that theory quickly fell apart, because just as he was speaking to his friends about not liking their jokes, a group of people suddenly began shouting at them from across the building, who even pretended to be police officers. The explorers quickly realized these weren't actual police, but they had no idea who the group really was, or why they had just attacked them.
Wait, you don't have to put your hands up.
Oh wait, look.
Who is it?
That's not police.
Who is it? Oh wait, come this way, come this way. Come.
That's not police. Come, just go.
Who
Come.
was that to?
I ain't police.
We didn't come in this way, we're coming single file with our hands up.
No. This way. Shouting for?
We're on the explorers. Where you go? Where you go?
What?
Where you go?
You're not police.
Where are you from?
You're not even police.
Where are you from?
It's none of your, no, I'm not
Where you
police.
from?
It's none of your business.
Where you from?
None of your business. None of your f***ing business. Shut up. I told you they weren't police.
The confrontation grew heated, and Graham's group decided to walk away before things escalated further. They headed downstairs in an attempt to leave, but soon realized the attackers had also left their floor and were now actively searching for them.
I told you that. Turn your lights off. Listen.
What are you doing?
Don't go. Should we go? Nah, just wait for them to go. Yeah, they're coming in.
They're coming in, they're shining out. Come.
Don't move, because they're coming in. Wait for them to come in. Yeah, they're gonna throw something. Told ya. Yeah, they're coming back. Get down, because they're gonna throw something at the window.
Yo, stay.
Come here, follow me now. Ringing the police.
By this point, The explorers had been hiding inside a room for several minutes, while the group outside continued yelling and looking for them. At one point, the attackers even threw a rock at the glass above their hiding spot, raising the tension even further. Realizing just how dangerous the situation had become, Graham finally decided to call the police. The video then cuts off without explaining how they managed to escape, or whether the attackers were ever caught. But given how persistent and aggressive they were that night, it's safe to assume their intentions were far from harmless. Make sure to comment your thoughts down below. I'll reply to each comment and pin the best one. Also, make sure to like and subscribe for more such content. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, stay spooky.